Hello guys, it's Alex and welcome back to another episode of my F1 2020 Career Modes, episode 3 for the Dutch Grand Prix, which I'm looking forward to very much in real life to see how the F1 cars cope around that circuit. But for now, we've got to just do it in the game. But the Drive to Survive came out today and I've already watched one episode of that and it was very interesting to watch. It's on Netflix and I would highly recommend it if you are interested in F1. One of the best series on Netflix in my opinion. But yeah, so I'm just starting off the episode by doing a couple of upgrades to the car, and yeah, we're going to get into the race. So I'll show you the qualifying and then we'll get back into the race. The qualifying here at Zandvoort, and I finished 18th in the practice, so the car's not that good around this track and it is raining and I haven't driven the car in the rain yet, so it'll be interesting to see how it copes around the track, but we'll have to wait and see. We've got nothing to lose really. Like I said, we finished 18th, which is pretty terrible in the practice session, so let's just see what I can do. So I'll get back to you at the end of the lap. Coming up to the line now, I think it's a pretty terrible lap, but oh wow, P3. So it is a good lap. I thought I didn't do too well there, but as you can see on the left there's only Hamilton and Verstappen ahead of us, so hopefully that lap's good enough to get us into Q2 already. Going into Q2 now, we've qualified 5th in Q1. You can see it's a lot drier now, it's not raining, so it's just standing water on the track, but we're still on the intermediate tyres. But Q3 could potentially be soft tyres, well dry tyres should I say, but we'll have to wait and see till then. But I'll get back to you at the end of the lap, let you know how I got on. Just crossed the line there in P4. Gasly slowed us down a bit there, but I don't know what's he doing now. But yeah, I could have been a bit higher I think, but like I say, Gasly was right in front of us, but so far the car is feeling very good in the wet rain, so could maybe get into Q3 with that time, but we'll go back to the garage and see what we have to do. Going into the second run now, it looks a lot drier again, but we've got Alfa Romeo in front of us, which is a bit of a pain, so I'm going to have to slow down a bit before we get to the lap and create a bit of a gap, otherwise they're going to slow us down. So just going to slow it down and I'll get back to you at the end of the lap. Coming around the bend, gaining minimal time, but hopefully it is enough to get into Q3 here. But we'll cross the line. We did gain some time, might have helped us. Where's that finish us? 10th. So we've just got into Q3, which is fantastic. The rain definitely helped us out there. The car is better in rain, and as you can see, look, we beat the two Renaults, a McLaren there as well. So we did very well to get into Q3. So yeah, I'm just going to go for it now. I should be on soft tyres, well I'm hoping so anyway, but let's just see what I can do. Into Q3, my engineer recommended... Oh, what have I done? Sorry. My engineer recommended wet tyres. Oh, for God's sake, sorry. I'm pressing the same button. Right. Engineer recommended wet tyres, but I waited a bit and a couple of cars were going out in soft, so there's no point me going out on wets if the rest are going out on soft tyres. So I've gone out on softs and it's just now top 10 fight, see if we can get as high as we can. But because the qualifying was wet, we can choose what tyre compound we're on tomorrow, because tomorrow's race is meant to be dry, so that's always a positive as well. So we're going around in for the first lap in Q3. I'll get back to you at the end of the lap. And we've spun out into the wall on our first lap in Q3. Not very good. We're going to have to return to garage. So we didn't get a set first lap time, which is never ideal. And it's going to take 1.5 minutes for the repair. So I'm going to skip that, but we're going to have to go back out. We've got a lap time under our belt. So that's never ideal, but we've got plenty of tyres to use, so I'm going to go out now before the session ends. So here we go for attempt 2 in Q3. Hopefully I won't go on the curb too much and spin out this time, but let's see what I can do. Coming around the last bend now in our first lap in Q3. Got the DRS. I have no idea what's going to happen here. And we are P1 somehow. But I feel like that's going to go down because since I've done it, the track is dried. And I'm going to go for another lap straight after because there's no more time to go into the garage and get new tyres. I've got a bit of fuel left, so I'm going to just go for it and try and improve my lap time. But as you can see, I've already gained some time. The track is drying very quickly. So I feel like my P1 is not going to finish P1 when the other cars get a lap time done on the dry track. But for now, we're going to keep going. And as you can see, look how much time I'm gaining on worn tyres. The track is, look, the track is practically bone dry now. So I'm going to take full advantage of that and try and get another P1 lap done before everyone else starts coming out. But do I have enough fuel? That's the next problem. 2 purple sectors. Just go around this bend in the 0.6 time gain. Go around the last bend, avoided the curb. Love this bit of the track. Get tight to that wall. DRS on. It's a sprint race right to the end of the lap. And it's another P1. I'm not going to have enough fuel to do another lap, so it's now just a matter of time and see where we finish in the session. I don't think it will be P1. I'll be very shocked if it is P1, but let's see. 3, 2, 1. They're all going around setting lap times. There we go. P6 is still brilliant. Look, I outpaced Albon in a Red Bull there. So, oh wow, look at the 2 Mercedes not doing well. But yeah, it's a brilliant qualifying for me. Very happy with that. But yeah, let's get into the race.
It was 35 years ago that the late great Niki Lauda took his 25th and final Grand Prix win here at Zandvoort. He came from 10th on the grid to beat his McLaren teammate Alain Prost by just 0.2 of a second. Well, Zandvoort is a very different circuit today, of course, but still one with an incredible legacy. And we're going to add to that. Welcome along to the 2020 Dutch Grand Prix. Zandvoort circuit then, 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with plenty of steep camber and elevation changes to keep our drivers on their toes throughout the 2.6 mile lap. And watch out for cars making use of the DRS zone into turn 1 to try and overtake. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today. But I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position. And starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Hamilton, Ali and Albon, Stroll, Perez, Sainz and Daniel Ricciardo. Magnussen, Leclerc, they've taken a grid penalty. Esteban Ocon and Norris, Gasly, Raikkonen, Romain Grosjean and Daniel Kvyat, Giovinazzi, Russell, Latifi and Nick de Vries. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So we've gained a position there because of Leclerc's. Oh, we've gained a position there because of Leclerc's grid penalty. Nick de Vries is last on the grid, not too good, but I'm just looking at what tyres everyone's starting on because anyone can choose, and Sainz has gone for the hard, so has Norris. My teammate's gone for the medium, so I'm not too sure what to go for, to be honest. So I'm going to start on hards and try and, I don't know, extend it as much as I can. Then them last 3 laps I'm going to really go for on the softer tyres and hopefully get some last lap overtakes. So without further ado, let's go into this race and see what I can do. So 5. Red lights are out. It's a bit of a wait there, but off we go. See if we can get a decent start here. It's not a very good first corner from me personally, but we're on the outside of Hamilton. No, Hamilton's overtaking. So we've maintained our position for now, which is perfect really. But I've got faster cars on softer tyres behind and in front of me, so the first stint's going to be tricky, I know, but then hopefully the second stint will be a lot better for us. But yeah, let's see what we can do. I'm being severely pressured here by Albon right up my backside. It's a bit of a gap to the 2 racing points, but yeah, he's really pressurising me here. It's tricky. I feel like he keeps nudging my back, so I keep losing it sometimes, but I feel like I'm going to get overtaken quite a bit when DRS comes in, and Stroll is going down the inside of Albon there, so I'm going to just go on the inside. I've been pushed there in the back by Albon, and that's made me spin, and that's caused Stroll to overtake me, and now Perez is on my inside, and it looks like the 2 racing points, or not, no, I've re-overtaken Perez, so Stroll's overtaking me now, but I've got a bit of a gap to Perez now. So I think it was Albon who pushed me. It made us both of us cost positions, but let's see if I can re-overtake Stroll quite quickly. And I touched the grass there, and Perez is right up my backside. He's got DRS, so no point fighting that whatsoever. He's got the move done, but can I go on the inside? Have I made that work? Got no damage. I think that's worked. I somehow re-overtook him. Right. That was very tight between me and the pit wall there. It could have ended pretty badly, but it hasn't. And Albon's gone right down the pack. That's quite surprising. Even the Renault's overtaking him now. But lap 4, currently P6. We've only dropped 1 position, and we are on worse tyres, so it's going well so far.
Engine is showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
And that is not what you want to hear. Engineers just said that my engine's got wear, and you can see there the ICE is 60% worn, so this race has all of a sudden become a very big struggle, and it's not going to help when I ride the curb like that. And now Perez is in here. And he's gone, and so is the Renault. Curb making a big mistake, but can I re-overtake the Renault on the outside? Looks like I can, but that's both racing points gone past me now. They're looking pretty pacey in this race.
I didn't catch
Not
that.
now, Siri. No, Siri. And Ricardo's caught us up a lot there on that last straight. Engine wear, I'm beginning to feel it myself. I can see that on the straights we're going very slow compared to the other cars, but luckily for us, Zandvoort is a bit of a bendy track, so hopefully the engine wear won't be too bad. It's just that long straight at the pit lane near the pit entrance, so yeah, that's the only thing I really need to worry about, that last straight. And it doesn't help there's DRS there, but look all this here. Yeah, I might have engine wear, but look, you know, it's not too fast anyway. Look on the bottom right there, I'm going 100 miles an hour ish now, but look, now it's going right back down. So yeah, this bit's maybe a bit worrying, as Ricardo has got DRS on me as well, but for now I am holding on quite well.
Gap to the car in front is.
So the cars ahead of coming into the pits now, so we might be able to overtake a couple. We've overtaken a racing point at least. Well, it's P6.
The car ahead of you is.
We've just got our personal best lap time by 0.2 seconds, so I think we're at that point now with hard tyres where they're basically softs, in the sense that all the grip is wearing off now, so they're becoming more raceable. But we'll have to see. I think these tyres are nearly going to die soon. We've got 6 more laps till we pit. De Vries is in now, as it just said, but let's see what we can do. Still got 6 more laps to try and create a lead. I'm currently coming out in 13th, which is pretty good. but I want to try and build that gap even further so I can come out maybe 10th and then work my way up with the softer tyres. But let's just see how much time I can gain. Going on to lap 20 now. I just had a big flinch there. Fuel's looking good. Yeah, cheers Jeff. But I tell you what isn't looking good, the tyres. They are dead now. You can see on the top left it's now only 3.6. Was 4 something, so I'm struggling with the tyres now, but I've got 3 more laps to suffer and then I'm onto the softs, and then I really need to push to try and get some points. So I'm coming into the pits this lap. It's been an absolute struggle the last 3 or 4 laps, so I'm happy to be changing. As you can see, oh wow, the gap's 3.5. It was 2 something, so I've done well to get it back up to the 3s, but I am really struggling now. So I'm looking forward to for pitting the softs, and we're coming out in 12th, which it was 13th last lap, so I've actually gained on someone. And then from 12th, got soft tyres to try and get back up to 10th, and I have 13 laps, or 12-13 laps to do it. So hopefully, all going well, I can get at least 1 point and finish 10th. There hasn't been any DNFs yet, which I am quite surprised about. I thought, looking at my wear, I thought someone else would have wear. And cheers Jeff, yeah, I didn't realise that my tyres are absolutely dead. But oh god, it's so slow. But hey, we are pitting, thank god. So here we go into the pits. Look at that, and I've got engine wear pretty bad as well. But we should be coming out in 12th, I think it says. On the softs as well. What a stop! To 1.9 seconds. Has that stop got us an extra position? I think it has. Wow, I'm out in 9th. It said I'll be going out in 12th. So I'm 9th. Now I've got 12 laps to catch up to Mr. Leclerc. And then maybe Perez if I'm lucky. So give us a lap to get the tyres worn in, and I'll be after closing that 3.5 second gap to Leclerc. And I just got a fastest last sector. I could maybe go for the fastest lap here, you know. I know I can get a fastest first sector, and I just got a fastest last sector there. So I'm really going to go for it now. I've been quiet all race, just, you know, hiding in the shadows. But now in the last stint, I'm really going for it, and I'm going to. The gap to Leclerc has already been shrunk by nearly a second. But I'm going to go for the fastest lap here. I really enjoy this track again. Like I said, I only chose the tracks I did like. Otherwise, it wouldn't be as fun for me. But a purple first sector. Turn the car around. This is the only problem. It's the curbs I don't like around this track, but apart from that, it's pretty good. Lost some time around that bend though. Got a green seconds, not too bad. Now I've got a load of ERS to use around this last bit. Oh no, this is not a good lap. I'm going to have to try again next lap and get the fastest lap. I don't think this one's going to do it. We'll have to wait and see. Here we go, drag to the line. And Norris is in the pits. I wasn't expecting that, and I didn't get the fastest lap. Has he had damage or something? He's had to pit again. Bit unexpected. So here we go, attempt 2 for the fastest lap. Can I get it this time? Drag race to the line with the ERS on. And I can't. My car is just not fast enough to get it. But I really need to now concentrate on gaining with Leclerc, because I haven't really closed the gap too much. It might be the engine wear, because the engine is worn. Let's not forget that. No, I'm doing well to be here, but let's just see, get my head down, see if I can catch up with Leclerc. The gap to Leclerc looks impossible to catch up. The engine wear, sorry, has really done me dirty. I feel like I could have maybe caught up in a normal race, but if you can see on the right, I've got quite a few worn bits, so I might have to take a grid penalty next race to replace them, because I'm really feeling it now. He did say, the engineer did say, it's gonna give you a loss of power output, but hey, I still got a couple of purple sectors even with a lack of power, so I think it might just be sensible just to see it out and try and look after the engine as much as possible so I don't DNF, because I've worked pretty hard to get this 7th place. I'm not going to catch Leclerc. He's got a Ferrari and I'm guessing his engine's not worn, but who knows, could be a safety car yet, anything can happen and it'll bunch it right back up, but I'll just get my head down and try and keep hold of 7th, I think.
Okay, clear.
There's a yellow flag behind me. I don't know what has happened, but Ricardo's gone down. A yellow flag. I don't know what's happening. That's not good, because the 2 cars behind me now are soft tyres, and they're probably going to be working together to catch me up. But there is, I think it's Ricardo's out of the session. He's going slowly. Nothing's been said yet though. I don't know what's happening. All I know is I've now got both McLarens behind me on softs, and they're probably going to catch me up. So still nothing being said. There you go, Ricardo's out the session. Safety car is deployed. Now can this change the race? I'm going to be catching up with Leclerc on soft tyres. Could the safety car save us here?
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap.
The safety car is in already. I haven't even caught up properly with Leclerc. I need to get to Richmond now and try and catch up. It's a bit of a weird safety car. I didn't even let everyone catch up. But all I know is, look at the gap on the left. I'm literally racing against the safety car, but the time is falling down. I need to hurry up. And there they are ahead of me. I need to hurry up now because I don't know what's going on. It's a green flag right at the wrong time for me. I don't know what on earth is going on. I'm 13 seconds ahead of Sainz now. What a weird safety car. It didn't even bunch us all up. It just kind of thought, right, I'm leaving now, but it's definitely helped me. I'm not complaining about that. I'm just a bit baffled why it didn't let us all bunch up, but okay. I'm only 2 seconds behind Leclerc now, so the catch is back on, thanks to the safety car. And it looks like the engine's it's not happening today. The engine's too damaged. I'm not catching up. The power output is minimal at the moment. But yeah, that was weird. The safety car helped me, but it was still a weird one, because I was expecting us all to be in the pack, but hey, I gained to Leclerc and lost Sainz and Norris, so I'll take it, but it was still a bit weird.
This is your final lap.
And then going on to the final lap now, 2.6 head of Leclerc, behind Leclerc, sorry, it's not going to happen, I'm afraid. Like, I mean, look at the tyres. Tyres are pretty worn, but the main problem is what I'm about to show you here. As you can see, there's a lot of worn parts in the engine compartment. So, yeah, the turbocharge is damaged. So that basically means when you're changing gear, you're not getting as much benefit. And the MG UK, as Jeff's kindly just said. And there you go, it's going to lower our ERS. So when I'm pressing the overtake button, that's not working as well. The gear changes aren't as effective, and looks like Verstappen's just won the Grand Prix. Yeah, he has. So he's won his home Grand Prix. And I'm going to finish in a healthy P7. Bearing in mind, as you can see on the right there, of all my engine damage, as long as I can just see it around. I'll be very happy with a P7 in circumstances. It's been a pretty dull race, but not every race can be good. But there we go, crossing the line, a healthy P7. I think that's 6 points, I want to say, maybe 8. I'm not sure, but hey, I'm going to take it at the end of the day. Whew, pretty long. Felt quite a long race that. I didn't really do much, just driving around in a circle, that one. But you can see a very happy Chris Horner there with Verstappen winning.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive. So let's review the updated drivers.
So that was the final table. Ferrari did very well, finishing 4th and 6th, and yeah, we got 6 points, which is very good. Albon managed to get a point at the end of it. Where did our teammate finish? Oh dear lord. Okay, he got lapped and finished last, so it wasn't the best for De Vries, but oh hello. Wasn't the best race for him, but as you can see, we're still P4, which is good. But I feel like we are going to be getting overtaken in the long run, and in the standings we are 4th. But again, I think that isn't going to last long when we've only got one person scoring points. But yeah, that's the end of episode 3. If you did like the video, please like and subscribe, and there'll be more content out soon. So thanks for watching and goodbye.